go first to accounts payable, and we're going to go to setup, and we're going to go to suppliers. Welcome to today's video. In today's video, we still continue with the purchase order module. Today, we are focusing on blanket purchase orders. Now let's get started. We're going to start by going to accounts payable, and we're going to go to setup. Then we're going to go to suppliers. Here on the supplier field, we're going to enter the supplier code or supplier number. In our example, it's 5. So we're going to enter 5 and we're going to tap off. We're going to go all the way to purchasing details and we're going to click on purchasing details. As you can see, the purchase order information has now appeared. And we're going to scroll all the way down to blanket purchase orders in use. And we're going to take this box right here. And we're going to go to save, and we're going to close the program. So we're going to go to purchase orders, and we're going to go to blanket purchase orders, and we're going to go to setup. Then we're going to go to contract maintenance. Okay. And here you're going to type in the contract name. So in this case, it's going to be MAS001 again, and we're going to tap off. And here you're going to enter the supplier for which you're creating this contract for. So we're going to enter supplier 12 for this example, and we're going to tap off. And right here, under the header information, we're going to go to delivery warehouse, and we're going to choose the warehouse. And we're going to choose raw material warehouse, and we're going to select. And we're going to now come all the way here to type of contract, where we're going to select the contract type. So column single is usually for a contract for a single stock code item. So in this case, we're going to choose column multiple. So this means that you can decide how many to create, and you can even set a deadline. So we're going to select that one, and we're going to tap off, and we're going to come all the way to the start date. And so we're going to say the start date will be today's date. So June the 11th or June the 12th. And we're going to say the expiry date is in August the 2nd. And we're going to tap off. On the delivery intervals selection, this is where you decide whether you want to select according to days, weeks, or months. So we're going to leave it at days. And here at our part, this is where you choose the interval of the delivery. So we're going to, for this example, say 3 days, because we have selected days in the delivery interval selection. So we're going to tap off, and we're going to come all the way to contract options, and we're going to select fixed contract. So we're going to tick that box, and now we're going to come over here, and we're going to just click here. And as you can see, the line type is stocked. The warehouse is raw materials warehouse, and we're going to click here on the stock code to enter our stock code. So we're going to enter our stock code here, 04, and we're going to tap off. As you can see, the description has populated on the screen. Now we're going to enter the total contract quantity. So in this case, it's going to be 5,000, and we're going to tap off. So it's each, and we're going to tap off to the next item, which is the minimum order quantity, and we're going to enter 50. And we're going to tap off all the way to the unit price, which is going to be 5.75. So now we're going to enter the second line item. So we're going to click right here. As you can see, stocked warehouse is still RM, and we're going to enter the stock code here. So in this case, it's going to be B1205. I'm going to tap off. As you can see, the description has populated, and we're going to come here on the total contract quantity again, and we're going to enter 5,000, and we're going to tap off, and now we're going to go to the minimum order quantity, and we're going to enter 50. We're going to tap off, and when we get to the unit price, we're going to enter the unit price. In this case is 3.45, and we're going to tap off, and we're going to enter the third line item. So again, stocked warehouse RM, and we're going to enter the stock code 1206, and we're going to tap off. Again, it has populated on the screen, and we're going to tap off, and we're going to enter 5,000 here, and we're going to tap off again, and we're going to enter 50 on the minimum order quantity, and we're going to tap off, and again we're going to enter the unit price 3.745, and we're going to tap off, and we are now going to save. Okay, and we're going to close the program. So we're going to start by going to purchase orders, and we're going to go to blanket purchase orders, and we're going to go to setup, and we're going to go to contract maintenance. I'm just going to make this bigger. Here on the contract field, you're going to enter the contract which you want to change the delivery schedule for. So we're going to enter, in our case, MAS 001. 001 again, and we're going to tap off. Okay, so we're going to come all the way here on edit schedule, and we're going to click on the hyperlink edit, and I'm just going to put this here or even make it bigger. So as you can see the year and you can see the month. So we're going to change the delivery schedule, let's say for July. So we're going to select the month, and here you can see the number of deliveries that are going to be made on each day. So as you can see, on Saturday we have 1 delivery that is going to be made. So we're going to now change that to 0 deliveries on Saturday, and we're going to add 1 delivery on Monday instead. And we're going to say apply, and we're going to accept, and we're going to save, and we're going to close the program. So we're going to go to purchase orders, and we're going to go to blanket purchase orders, and we're going to go to transaction processing, and we're going to go to blanket purchase order release. Okay, still loading. And we're going to make sure that the release date is on all, and as well as the contracts as well. We're going to select all, and we're going to start the review. As you can see, the blanket purchase order contracts have populated on the screen. And now we're going to highlight the ones that we want to create purchase orders out of. Okay, so we're going to make sure that they are highlighted. Okay, select this one. So we're going to make sure that they are highlighted like so. And we're going to say include highlighted lines. And we're going to now click release selected lines. And we're going to say okay. So this is the first purchase order number. This is the second purchase order number. And this is the third purchase order number. I'm going to say okay. And as you can see, it says purchase order creation complete, and we're going to say okay. And we're going to close the program. So we're going to go to purchase orders, and we're going to go to blanket purchase orders, and we're going to go to blanket purchase order query. So here the query is by contract. So here we're going to enter the contract, or we can even scroll for a contract. So that's what I'm going to do. And we're going to select the contract that we just created. So this is the information of the contract that we created earlier, and you can see the different stock codes that are part of this contract, and the quantity and the minimum quantity, as well as the total orders from the different stock codes. Okay, so we're now going to close the program, and that's it. So we're going to go to purchase orders, we're going to go to blanket purchase orders, and we're going to go to blanket purchase order query. And here you can see it's again by contract, and we're going to again enter the contract. Again, we're going to select the contract that we just created, and we're going to go here on query, and we're going to select schedule. And as you can see down here, this is contract, the name of the contract and the supplier. And this is the schedule for the blanket purchase orders, as you can see here. And we're going to close, and we're going to close this program. Again, purchase orders, blanket purchase orders, and we're going to go to blanket purchase order history query. And we're just going to make this bigger. So here you can enter a blanket purchase order contract, but we're just going to scroll for contract, and we're going to select a random one just to show you details that will appear. So we're going to select, and we're going to tap off. Here on the stock codes, you can see the stock codes that were previously ordered from this contract, and these are the number of orders, and these are the number of quantities received. And here you can even see the name of the contract, the type of contract, and the start date, as well as the expiry date, the supplier, and the supplier name. So we're going to now close this program, and that's it. So we're going to go to purchase orders, blanket purchase orders. Okay, and we're going to go to purchase order query. And here on sequence, instead of leaving it at contract, we're going to now select my supplier contract. And instead of entering contract name or contract number, we're going to enter a supplier number or supplier code. So in this case, we're going to enter 12, and we're going to tap off. And it will now show you the contract under this specific supplier. So as you can see, here it shows the blanket purchase order contract, which is break 100/1. Okay, and it also shows the stock codes that are part of that contract. And we're now going to close this program. We have reached the end of today's tutorial. Please be sure to like, comment which videos you'd like to see in future, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. We have linked our LinkedIn page in the description below. Please do check it out, and thank you for watching this video.